suffered in silence because I do have 5 brothers, and if I would have told them stuff that was going on, they would kill me. Just they'd be gone. That's it. And so I couldn't say what was taking place, but then at the same time, I didn't take it either. So, you know, I actually stabbed the guy that put his hands on me, and that scared me, the rage that came up in me. And I said, oh gosh, I can't do this because the trade-off is, okay, either you're going to go down, or I'm going to go to jail, or you're going to beat me up. None are acceptable. And so I just had to go. But what was strange about it was, why was that so hard? You know, why did I think I was so in love with this person? You know, and I got past that relationship, and then I went on to other relationships, and the abuse mutated to verbal abuse and psychological abuse. And I took it because of the ideal I had in my head of what I thought a relationship was supposed to be like. If it's going to work, you got to take some things. You just got to take it. And so that didn't work for me. And so after the failed relationship, and all of this under the radar as far as what's really going on behind the scenes, because my ex was an athlete, and everything, so he thought everything that he said and that did was right, and he had nothing but yes people all around him, and he's dogging me. And so, but in my mind, I'm holding on because I want that lifestyle. And that's the thing that, you know, you have to be honest with yourself about your motive. Your motive. It's not about that other person. We can't control the other person. I don't care what's going on, but you can control you. And I had to deal with my motive. And I said, why do I feel like I need to have a millionaire? Why do I have to have this lifestyle? And what it really was is that I needed a sense of stability, a sense of security. And God was like, that's it right there. Okay, so what you need is to get that sense of stability and security. And he said, only I can offer that to you. That's the only way. And so I'm like, okay, now where do I go from here? You know, and this is where we are right now. At that moment, at this moment, I was a survivor. And it's very much like going into a mall. The life is like the mall. You walk in, and you know you want something out of here, but where is it? So you look on the map, and the map says you are here. And so I'm seeing, now you are here, and where is here? Here is a position of choice moving forward. Everything that happened, I don't care how horrible it is. I don't care who did it, how often they did it. You cannot change it. That's just a fact. But what you can do is say, this is how it's going to be moving forward. And guess what? You don't need money for everything. That's the first thing you think, well, I need money. And you don't always need support. You know, what you need is wisdom. And God said, I will give it to you liberally if you ask for it. So what does that mean? You got to sit down and think your way out of it. And then, I tell people all the time, it's simple, but it's not easy. Get ready to lay down your life for whatever it is that you want, your blood, sweat, and tears, and you can get it, because as you start walking, God is going to put it right in front of you. And I'm telling you this, I was very multi-talented with a lot of different things, and so because I'm all over the place, I wasn't really building any particular thing. So I prayed and said, God, what should I do? And he spoke very clearly, not that day. He told me about a month or so later, he said, get published. I said, well, I've never written a book before. I don't know anything about writing. But if you spoke that to me, I know I can do it. And guess what? I started writing. And then, and the first book that I wrote was about hair loss, actually. And I was working for a hair club in Beverly Hills in LA. And the doctor that does the surgeries there was the top in the entire country. And I thought he wouldn't help me. You know, but this is how God gave you wisdom. When I first started there, it was around Christmas time. And I went to the dollar store and I bought like little Christmas gifts that I made up, a cup of candy and whatever. I was so shocked that nobody bought the doctor anything for time I came to work, he came to me. I forgot I even gave it to him because I gave everybody one. And he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did this, da 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 da. And so we became pretty cool. But when I came months later with the book and asked him, he said, sure. And then I said, well, okay. And I wanted 2 other of the top hair transplant doctors in the country. You never met them. One I still haven't seen to this day. I called them and emailed them and asked them, I need information, I need photos, I need this, I need that, and I said, and I need permission. And they said, sure. And they sent it and didn't charge me a dime. Yes, but God was saying, if you walk this out, I'm gonna meet you. But he didn't give me the long forecast, you know, where I had the comfort of knowing, oh well, that's how that's gonna work. No, I had to walk it out by faith. And guess what? If you change how you think about it, it's a really enjoyable experience because you're watching yourself blossom. Everything is inside of you. And guess what? I have yet to see a baby that was birthed without pain. So the pain and the pressure that y'all have gone through is breaking the parts of you you don't need. That's all that is. And I'm not saying that any of you deserve to be abused. That is just one of the situations God allowed to help move you to where you need to be to tap into what's inside. So what's inside has to come out. So when you say, okay, I'll do whatever, God's breaking. Well, I'm going to walk it out. He's breaking. So after a while, it gets easier. So don't be intimidated by the pressure and the pain. No different from having a baby, because by the time the baby comes, that book back there, then it's like, okay, and your entire world opens up. And I'm going to tell you something, too, about that book. I self-published that book for under $200. And it's almost a bestseller now. So I'm telling you, whatever God put in you, and this is something, I'm going to end with this, this is something that God told me. He said, one of the reasons why your relationships didn't work is because you wanted it. He said, I don't give wants, I give desires. The devil will give you what you want because what you want is without, literally. If you're without, because if it's yours, then why would you want something that you already have? Say that. You know, so if it's not yours, you are summoning to yourself something that God did not ordain for you. And he said that I will not withhold any good thing from the upright. So if you are doing what you're supposed to do, he's not going to withhold any good. Today is my birthday. I'm 42 years old. And somebody said, well, don't you want to be married? Yes, I want to be married, but not a second before God wants it. Say that. If it was good for me to have it right now, he'd be here. So it's something about this moment that it's not good. You got to rest in that he knows better than you and he loves you. He loves you. And you are very valuable. And what I talk about in this book is that we are his daughters, which makes you royalty. When a man gives his life to God, he becomes a son. But it's not until he marries you that he becomes a king. Your marriage, you upgrade him.
Girl, that's the word.
Okay. That's right. And so this is why we wonder why certain relationships are so tumultuous. Why isn't it working? I love my. It's not about love. It's about purpose. There are some people that are got to come through certain lineages, certain relationships that God ordained, that he's not going to allow you to mess up. And so you have to understand that the enemy is coming for you, not because there's something wrong with you or you're weak. No, it's because you are extremely valuable. There are certain people that God trusts with singlehood. It's not an easy thing to be single for a long time. And if you're not walking with this level of understanding, you're going to feel like it's something wrong when it's something so right. God is saying, no, I need you to do this. When I have one of your single or one of your friends call you and they're crying in the middle of the night, I need you available to answer that phone call. When she needs a place to stay, I need her to be able to come to your house. You know, and so we're so in a rush to fill that void. It's not a void, it's a space. It's an office space. You are in your office. So this is what I want to leave you with. To every single one of you in your own time and space, seek God and ask him, what is of the position that I'm in? What is it you want from me? And then whatever you desire, don't start looking, oh, well, that makes that amount of money. He might give you something very simple. He may say, design a paperclip.
Sure.
But when you think about it, every office in this world has paperclips. So don't discount it, and so from this moment, it's your decision, and that's the thing that God gives us. The decision, He said, I put before you today, life or death. So He's saying, when you leave here, you're going to either leave a survivor, or you're going to leave surviving behind you and walk out this door and live. As simple as that. That's your choice. See, that's what she's talking about, where I'm, I know this sounds a little rough. But that is, y'all are loved. I love you. And walk in that love and that power, and let God turn you out. He will turn you out.
One of the things, when I was planning this, because I had that moment, where I said, God, what? I just don't want to do another fashion show. We've done New York Fashion Week, we've done Austin Fashion Week. Well, I don't want to just do another fashion show. And I remember when He brought both of these ladies in, Tristan and I just, it's like, God, but we have the same story. Why would you want to hear from all three of us? And when he showed me all of our three stories, He confirms. Have you ever had that situation where He will confirm, and He will confirm with the people around you who are believers? And so I had that moment like, you want me to do what? You want me to do the symposium? God, nobody gonna come hear us. And you want me to do how and what? And you want me to announce it? And
And on my birthday.
You see, she here. And so I get that, and I will tell you one thing that released me. I was raised semi-Catholic, not practicing, like 4 generations Catholic. And so when I got married, I knew it was forever. And that was one of the reasons why I stayed so long, because you just don't get a divorce, and you deal with what happens, right? It's things you got to accept. And when I finally did leave, and it took me 10 years, 8 years marriage, 10 years total. When I finally left, I remember thinking, I can't be single. And I want to be married. God, how am I ever going to be married again? I just got divorced. And I remember taking that time with the Lord. I remember asking, why now? What's now? Why here? How did I get? Why? I just had to take that time, and it was not easy. Oh, you said something there. It was not easy. It was really simple. And confirmation, I remember asking Him, saying, I want to be loved. I want to be married. I want to, I want Roger. I want this, right? And Roger, So but I remember God told me clear as daylight, because I just thought I was going to see it for the rest of my life. That's just what I had to do, right? I remember God saying to me, did you consult me the first time?
No.
Right. When you have that big pill that you got to swallow, it's that big horse pill, you're just like, do I have to swallow that one? That hurts. I remember one of my final sessions at the family place, my counselor said, and y'all probably know her, she retired, that's all I got to say, she's good. She said to me one day, Jennifer, you did that. I was like, huh? You're not supposed to say that to me. What are you talking about? It was hard as well. Yes. And she said, no, you did that. Now I need you to go home and think about that one. We'll talk about it when you get back. I was like, how did I do that? Did I really do that? What choice? Because she said to me, we know what he did. We can't change that. We know what he did. But you can control you. You can control what you accept. But you can also look at your choices and make sure you don't go back and repeat that same choice. Now, who did you consult? Anybody? Or was that Jennifer?
The scripture says, what God has joined together,
let
no man put asunder. So if God put it together, we still
decisions. I have to. I can't condone what he did. It was not right. But I can make better decisions moving forward. So I had to take some stuff. I had to swallow the pill, right? And so that was confirmation for me, putting this together. And I don't even like saying putting this together, but when he brought it to me, and I had to be still, because I sat on this fast for a year. I want you to know this came after a lot of tears, blood, running away, running into the wall, closing the door, God, I'm